Here's a detailed account of what Jesus is traditionally believed to have done on each day of Holy Week. On Palm Sunday, Jesus arrives in Jerusalem riding a donkey, fulfilling the Old Testament prophecy in Zechariah 9, verse 9. Crowds gather, laying down palm branches and their cloaks, shouting, "Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." This event signifies Jesus' acknowledgement as the Messiah. On Holy Monday, the following day, Jesus enters the temple and sees the money changers and merchants selling animals for sacrifice. Indignant, he overturns their tables and drives them out, proclaiming that the temple is meant to be a house of prayer, but they have made it a den of robbers. This act challenges the corrupt practices occurring within the religious institution. On Holy Tuesday, Jesus spends this day teaching in the temple and engaging in debates with the religious leaders. He tells parables that highlight spiritual truths and confronts the hypocrisy of the Pharisees and Sadducees. Notable teachings include the parable of the Good Samaritan and discussions that foretell his rejection by the leaders. On Holy Wednesday, traditionally recognized as the day Judas Iscariot makes a pact with the chief priests to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. While specific events are less documented, it is often considered a day of plotting against Jesus. On Maundy Thursday, Jesus shares what is known as the Last Supper with his disciples, where he institutes the Eucharist in his body and blood. He also washes the disciples' feet, demonstrating humility and service. After the meal, Jesus goes to the Garden of Gethsemane to pray. He experiences deep anguish and prays earnestly, asking God to remove the impending cup of suffering, yet submits to God's will. On Good Friday, Jesus is arrested and brought before the Sanhedrin, then Pontius Pilate. After a series of trials, he is sentenced to crucifixion. He carries his cross to Golgotha, is crucified between two criminals, and during his final moments, utters 7 last words before dying. Following his death, his body is taken down and laid in a tomb. On Holy Saturday, this day is often marked by silence and reflection. Jesus' body lies in the tomb, and his followers mourn his death. It serves as a time of waiting and contemplation about the events that have transpired. On Easter Sunday, early in the morning, several women visit the tomb and find it empty. An angel informs them that Jesus has risen from the dead. This event marks the cornerstone of Christian faith, symbolizing victory over sin and death. These events captured during Holy Week form a crucial narrative in the Christian tradition, emphasizing themes of sacrifice, redemption, and resurrection, which are central to the faith.